Hello everybody, welcome back to a Meals of the Week video. I feel like I've not had a chance to do one of these for absolutely ages, so hopefully we'll be back again with them now. So my first meal I got to show you was a roast dinner that I made. I made this one with chicken, some Yorkshire puddings in there, some stuffing, some broccoli, some sweet corn and peas, and I made my own cauliflower cheese, which was actually quite nice. And I just served that with some gravy on top when I'm done. And I added some pigs and blanket in there as well. And yeah, I put gravy all over it afterwards. And I think there's roast potatoes hidden underneath. So there's quite a lot going on that plate. But yeah, one of the nicest roast dinners that I've made. Hopefully I'm going to make one again this weekend, because I could really do with another one already in these nice winter months at least. So for the next night, I didn't make this. This was a takeaway that we had, just because it'd been a bit of a long day at work, and I had my friend round, and so my partner and their friend, I think they shared a pizza, but I forgot to take a picture of theirs, and I just had a mixed kebab, which was just kebab and chicken, tandoori chicken, which was really, really nice. I'm craving it just looking at the picture again. But yeah, just a quick dinner for us today. Next up, I attempted to try and do a version of the McDonald's wraps, because I used to work at McDonald's, so I know how they're made. And it's just basically a wrap with lettuce, and you put cucumber on it, and then some chicken strips. I got these ones, I think they're the chicken strips from Aldi. But to be honest, I wasn't a fan of these ones. I don't know how to explain it, but the meat was like just quite thick for me. I prefer, they do some nice chicken strips in Iceland, which I think I'm going to get when I make these again. But yeah, unfortunately, I couldn't show you it all wrapped up because it just kept unfolding. But yeah, I just served that with just some chips on the side. But yeah, it only took about like 20-30 minutes in the oven to cook. So next up, I actually got this meal from Tesco, and it's in like whereabouts the noodles and stir-fried vegetables are kept, in the fridge section, just as when you start in the store. So this was 3 for 2 offer, which was a new potatoes packed, and then I picked up a mixed veg pack. So I picked up some tender stem broccoli and a carrot pack, and then I got these stuffed peppers, which are just stuffed with Spanish rice, and then I just made my own homemade cheese sauce, and I just put that over the top. And I actually really liked it. It was a different kind of meal for a change, nice like vegetarian kind of meal. But yeah, it's still really tasty, especially with the cheese sauce on top. So yeah, I really like this one. Then next up, to be honest, I wasn't a fan of this meal, but I thought I'd still put it in to kind of show you an idea of what you can cook in the slow cook. So I might cook something similar to this, but obviously not this recipe. This was a Chinese stew that I tried to make, but to be honest, I think I kind of rushed through it because I was really busy that day, so I was kind of rushing through the recipe book. So I could re-attempt it one day, but yeah, it didn't really have any flavour, so I don't know if it was me or the cookbook. But I did cook a mac and cheese from there as well, which still wasn't very nice either. I've not got that in this video because we didn't end up eating that. So yeah, it could be the cookbook, to be honest. I'm not sure if I could get 2 recipes wrong. So I'm still on the lookout for a good slow cooker cookbook anyway, if anybody wants to recommend any. Then next up, this was also from Tesco. This is the Indian pack, like one of the boxes you can get. I think it was £7, and you got a chicken tikka masala and a chicken korma. So this is what my partner had, the korma, and I had the chicken tikka masala, but I couldn't find the picture of that for some reason. But yeah, this is just like one of those microwaved ones. So it was just really quick dinner. To be honest, I do prefer cooking my own version of them, but I was on late this week, so I just really needed some quick shove in the dinner oven recipes. Then I just made spaghetti bolognese with actual spaghetti. Usually I use pasta, but I did fancy spaghetti this time. This was actually really, really nice. I completely forgot to write down the recipe that I used, because I tend to do, I've got like my own cookbook kind of thing, and I write down my recipes that I actually absolutely love in there. But yeah, this was another one that I made, which was really nice. I'm sure I could replicate it. But yeah, it's just a standard bolognese with spaghetti. Then next up, I made this chili con carne. The chili con carne is actually a recipe from I think he's called Smoking and Grilling on YouTube. So I copied his. This was really nice. It was actually a big winner in my house. It had a lot of different flavour. The chili was actually made with Corona beer and beef stock and a tin of tomatoes. And then pretty much the same ingredients as you usually would in a chili con carne. And you just let that simmer for about an hour or so. And then I cooked the jacket potatoes in the oven for an hour and 20 minutes and then pop some cheese on top. But yeah, I really, really like this one, so I definitely 100% will be making this one again. And my last recipe that I've got to which is a really important day for us. We celebrate the Day of the Dead in this house. We have done for the last, I think it's the 4 or 5 years since we've been together. So at the moment what we do is we have a shot each there. So obviously there was 3 of us, so we took a shot each, and then you put a shot on the mantelpiece. Well, that's what we do for your relatives that have passed away. So you put one on your fireplace for them to drink, basically. And then I always cook a Mexican feast. So this time around, I think I did enchiladas last year, but I've done nachos with some like bolognese mince, and I did like lettuce and cheese sauce and sour cream on top of those, and I did my normal taco recipes, which I've done many times in my videos, and we just shared that between the 3 of us. So we had about 2 tacos each. Usually watch a film to do with Day of the Dead, so we watched Coco, which tends to be our go-to film. There was a different one we watched last year, but I can't remember what it was called. So that's it at the minute. I'd like to do it properly one day, because obviously you're supposed to make this particular kind of bread on Day of the Dead, and like all sorts of celebrations and like having a friend kind of thing. Like we have pictures of our relatives that have passed away, but I'd like a proper one day, but I'd have to wait till we get a bigger house. So that's what we do for right now in our tiny flat. That's all we can manage to do. I'm always working that day, so I had to do this obviously after come back from work, but hopefully next year I'll remember to book it off, and hopefully we can do something proper anyway. Yeah, that's it. That's all I've got to show you this time around. I think I might be doing another food shop tomorrow. I'm not too sure. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me in my little short video. Hope you enjoyed, and I shall speak to you all again soon. Bye.